Under the oppressive sky, rain relentlessly assaults the slick city streets. Elena trudges along the sidewalk, her bare feet slapping against the cold, wet concrete. Her face, pale and drawn, reflects a profound vulnerability, her eyes wide and adrift in the city's neon-drenched night. In the relentless downpour, Elena whispers her desperate plea. "I just want a warm place, and someone to listen." Elena sits alone on a park bench, savoring bites of an apple under the morning sun. Leo, clad in expensive sportswear, approaches Elena. Leo approaches Elena in Montrose Park, a spark of curiosity in his eyes. He remarks on her genuine nature and unique style, a subtle compliment hanging in the air. Their conversation ignites an unexpected connection, promising the dawn of a friendship. Leo arrives each morning at Montrose Park, a small bag clutched in his hand. He finds Elena, settling into their familiar spot to share stories. Leo discovers Elena loses herself in the worlds created by words. He learns of her deepest aspiration, to become a professional illustrator. Leo frantically hides photos of Elena, concealing them from view. He anxiously glances towards the door, bracing himself for the arrival of his family and Morgane. In the dimly lit apartment, shadows play across the walls as Morgane confronts Leo, her face a mask of fury. Scattered photographs lie on the table, each a silent testament to Leo's secret. Morgane confronts Leo after discovering the photos, furious about his relationship with a homeless girl. Leo stands firm, his gaze unwavering, the air thick with unspoken tension. His voice breaks the silence, a confession hanging in the air. "I feel free with Elena, something I never felt with Morgane." Under the cloak of night, Morgane stands beneath a flickering streetlight, her face half hidden in shadow. She faces the detective, her voice a low, menacing whisper. The air crackles with unspoken threats as she commissions him to delve into Elena's past. Master Lanvin, immersed in the dim ambience of his office, meticulously examines aged documents. Sunlight pierces through the window, highlighting the dance of dust in the air as he continues his relentless search. His eyes widen, connecting the fragments of the past as a profound realization begins to dawn. In the sterile law office, Lanvin sits across from Elena, a daunting stack of documents casting long shadows between them. Lanvin leans forward, her expression serious as she breaks the news. "Elena, these documents confirm your lineage. You are a descendant of the Delcourt family." Her voice drops, a warning laced within. That name, it carries a certain weight and a certain danger. Victoria sits at her desk, sunlight revealing the dust motes dancing in the air. Official documents are scattered across the desk as she drums her fingers, impatience building. A predatory glint sparks in Victoria's eyes. She plots to rid herself of Elena. Leo stands defiant, a storm of anger and determination brewing in his eyes. The opulent mansion walls seem to close in as Leo's resolve hardens. He gestures wildly, his voice trembling with conviction. "If you harm Elena, I'm leaving. I mean it." Victoria stands tall, her face an impenetrable mask of icy composure. Her gaze intensifies, a silent vow to sever all financial ties hanging in the air. Under the cloak of night, Elena moves along the sidewalks, a storm of thought brewing within. City lights dance in Elena's tear-filled eyes, each glimmer a reflection of her anguish. Elena heads towards the edge of town, convinced that vanishing is her only escape. 1 year later, Leo's gaze sweeps across the familiar countryside, a landscape etched with memories. He clutches a newspaper, its pages softened by countless readings, a fragile link to Elena's art. Elena's anonymously published drawings become his guide, each line a whispered clue in his desperate search. Under a snow-laden tree at the art farm, Elena sits absorbed in her drawing. Leo stands, his voice breaking, tears brimming as he pleads, "Please, Elena, don't leave me again." Elena responds with compassion, drawing Leo into a tender embrace. Bathed in sunlight, Elena and Leo stand silently in the expansive field, their shadows stretching long. Together, they survey the land, their eyes reflecting dreams of a sanctuary for forgotten children. They envision a haven where art and mutual aid intertwine, offering solace and empowerment to those in need. In the refuge, Alina dedicates herself to empowering the young, guiding them through art and offering unwavering support. Victoria's eyes soften, filled with newfound acceptance as she looks at Alina. Antoine, deeply moved by the potential of their social project, secretly makes arrangements. He ensures the refuge's financial stability, securing its future success. Alina's book, Éclat de l'ombre, now published, whispers tales of her battles and victories. Alina and Leo, hand in hand, stroll through the refuge garden. They are surrounded by the young people whose lives they've touched. Within the refuge, Alina's tender voice fills the air as she reads to the children. The children sit around her, eyes wide with wonder. As the sun ascends, Alina and Leo stand together, silhouettes against the radiant dawn. The world awakens with vibrant color, a promise of new beginnings. The end